Hey guys, I'm Megha. On this episode of Megha's cooking channel, I want to share with you one of the very traditional recipe of Karnataka, and this recipe is called as Avarekalu Huli. Avarekalu means Indian flat beans. It is a kind of legumes, and Huli means anything that is sour. So this recipe is a stew made using Avarekalu, that is Indian flat beans, and tamarind. These beans are available for me in the US throughout the year in Indian grocery shop in the frozen aisle. But if you are in India, it is available only during the season, that is January, February and March, and after that it is not available. So if you're fond of these beans, you can just clean it up and put it in the freezer and use it whenever you want. And the best part of this recipe is whenever you don't have vegetables or anything in your refrigerator, you can just grab these beans from the freezer and you can just make this recipe in no time. This is such an easy and simple recipe. So let's not waste any time. Let's see how to make Avarekalu Huli. So to make Avarekalu Huli, here I have taken 340 grams of Avarekalu, that is approximately about 2.5 cups. You also need 2 medium chopped tomatoes, 1 large onion, half cup freshly grated coconut, 2 tablespoons of sambar powder. If you want to know how to make homemade sambar powder, you can check out my video of making homemade sambar powder by clicking the link on the description box. You also need 1 medium lime-sized tamarind, 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1 sprig of curry leaves, 1/4 cup of finely chopped coriander leaves, 3 tablespoons of oil and salt to taste. Now let's begin by adding the Avarekalu, that is the flat beans, into the pressure cooker. Now in goes the chopped tomatoes, some salt and about a cup of water. Now just give it a stir and I will cover the pressure cooker and allow the beans to cook for about 2 whistles. After about couple of whistles, I will allow the pressure cooker to rest for 15 to 20 minutes for the pressure to release completely. Now that the whishing sound has stopped completely, I will open the lid and let's check on the beans. When you press the beans, you should be able to easily mash it. So my Avarekalu looks perfect. Let's see how to prepare the masala for this recipe. Into a blender, first I'm adding about half tablespoon of cumin seeds and the rest I will add it to the seasoning. Now in goes the fresh onions, fresh coconut, sambar powder, tamarind, water. And there's one more very important ingredient which goes into the blender, that is our cooked Avarekalu. So here I'm just adding a ladle full of cooked Avarekalu, and this will help to bring out more flavor and will also help to thicken the stew. Now I'm going to blend this to a smooth paste. Now into a pot, I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of oil, and once the oil is nice and hot, I will add the mustard seeds. And once they splutter, in goes the cumin seeds and curry leaves. Just give it a stir. Now I will add my ground masala paste and let this cook for about 2 to 3 minutes under medium flame. After about 3 minutes, I will add my cooked Avarekalu and give it a good mix. Now we'll add some good amount of salt and water. This is a kind of very liquidy and watery gravy which is called as Saaru in Kannada, also known as Kolambu or Charu in other South Indian languages. Now I'm just going to close the lid and bring this to a simmer. Once it is nice and bubbling, I will add in my chopped coriander leaves and turn off the flame. Now my Avarekalu Huli is all ready for me to serve. So let's transfer this to a bowl, and this is usually enjoyed with the steamed rice. This is my absolute favorite recipe, and this is unlike any other curry recipes. It has a very distinct flavor, and I'm 200% sure that anybody will fall in love with this recipe after tasting. So make this Avarekalu Huli and enjoy it with your friends and family. So guys, you just saw me making Avarekalu Huli, and it is as simple as that. So it is time for me to taste. This recipe is so amazing. It reminds me of my mom. This is her recipe and there is no change in the taste. Go to meghascookingchannel.com to get the complete recipe with measurements and tips. And when you make this recipe, don't forget to share your feedback. And also subscribe to my channel to learn such traditional recipes. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.